Good morning. It's that time again, a minute with Mac. I've got a little bit of a cold from my swimming pool accident last week, but I want to let you know something. Today's a serious minute with Mac. I'm not going to play catcher. I'm not going to be a goalie for the women's lacrosse team. I'm not going to fall in a hole, and I'm not going to be in a pool with swimmies. I'm going to talk about Lees-McRae graduation, what it means to 3 good friends of mine who have spent their time here at Lees-McRae and have impacted Lees-McRae in so many great ways. In just a few short days, just a few short feet away, these 3 young individuals will walk across the stage and become alumni of this great college. Today they've come by and they're going to talk about what it meant to them, why they chose Lees-McRae, and what they're going to do in the future. So please stay tuned and enjoy this week's Minute with Mac. Dane Garvik, Colorado native, business owner,
yes, sir.
Volunteer fire department, residence life, downhiller, and bike mechanic on our cycling team. Martha Peacock. Martha, you and I have known each other for 4+ years. We took a lifeguarding class together. Your father is an OB/GYN in Mooresville, and you're going to follow in his footsteps hopefully at some point in time. Martha, you've been a part of our women's soccer program, our women's lacrosse program. You've been in Student Government Association. You are a phenomenal person. We nominated you for the Murphy Osborne highest senior athlete award. Travis, because of you, I've taken a pie in the face for the business department. That's not very often that I would do something like that. You had a 4.0 in the fall. You are a captain of our men's tennis team that's traditionally been in the top 25 in the country. You've been academic all-conference since the day you walked onto this campus. You have taught young people in our community tennis lessons as you are assistant tennis pro over at Limble Golf Club and Easiola Resort. Tell me why you chose Lees-McRae.
Well, the reason why I chose Lees-McRae was pretty simple. I wanted to play tennis in college, and this was the best place for me to rapidly improve my game. I come here and we have this big team, and you have so many people that you can play, and you have the indoor facility. So if I wanted to practice my game at like 9 o'clock, then I felt that this was the best place for me in order to take my game to the next level, other than the other colleges that was offering me money.
Sure.
The reason why I chose Lees-McRae in the first place was I wanted to play soccer. And I looked at Belmont Abbey and I looked at Lees-McRae. And those are the only 2 schools I looked at because they're the only 2 schools that offered me a soccer position.
Why Lees-McRae? Well, I came from a very small town in Colorado, graduated with 53 kids, total school population of just under 300. So I'm used to small student-teacher ratios. And so coming to Lees-McRae allowed me to, not just be a number within the school, but become a name that had a face that went along with it too. I mean, it's kind of unique. You can't skip class, go to lunch that same day, and not expect to run into Professor Pyatt. So it's the same thing with going to high school. They notice that you're not in that class because there's 20 people. So I chose this because it allowed me to further my cycling career at the same time as putting forth my efforts of becoming a college graduate and looking at a professional career in something other than cycling. So I could do it at the same time.
But when I came to the campus, just stepping out into nature and not into a big city is what drew me in. The school is not only immersed in the mountains, but the buildings are immersed in nature. They're covered in rocks. There's plants and trees surrounding it. And everywhere you step, that's what you see. It's the beauty. And that's what drew me in. So I wasn't just going to play soccer, but I was going to play soccer in a beautiful place. And then, I've always, when I was looking at schools, it was where could I be happy if I didn't have sports? And actually that happened. I got injured my sophomore year, and I didn't have a sport to play. And then actually I was re-offered the spot on a lacrosse team to work with my injury. So either way, without sports, I would still have been happy here.
Came here and I liked the small atmosphere, I liked the mountains. Very outdoorsy person, like to hunt and fish, and just fell in love with the community at all.
Right.
So.
Future is I've got a lot of options. I'd like to become a career firefighter. I do own a clothing company and a mountain bike racing team on the side. Those are all going at the same speed, so nothing's on the back burner. Then because I came to Lees-McRae, I can further all that at the same time.
Yes, sir. I'm going to go to, UNC Wilmington this fall, and I'm going to check out my MS in accountancy. And then after that, hopefully pass the CPA exam, and then hopefully become a certified public accountant in the future.
My dad has actually offered me a spot working for him, so I'll be getting a year's worth of clinical work as a nursing assistant, and I'm going to try to go and get my phlebotomist license so I can help draw blood. In the meantime, I'll be taking a Princeton review course to work on my MCAT skills to bring that grade up. And in November or December, I'll reapply for schools, and then hopefully I'll know by March. And also following that, I'm going to apply to the Navy.
Fantastic.
So I can get paid to go to school and then serve our country at the same time.
Great.
I'm working with a couple different companies in bringing mountain bike national championships here for the pro and amateur sector to Beach Mountain. So I'll be staying here this summer and working with them in their marketing department, and really just kind of expanding my expertise as a marketing individual in the sport. My company is 970 Incorporated, and it is the area code from where I'm from in Colorado. I developed this in high school, and it became a clothing company from the time that I was a junior in high school all the way until I was about a junior in college, and it's becoming kind of a development team for BMX as well. So it's expanding, and it's a better use of my time than me racing and me selling clothing.
That's a tough one. When I came, my goal was to get involved because I always heard that college is what you make it. So I jumped in to almost everything that I could. And it's taught me time management, it's taught me how to give back, and it's actually taught me to grow up a little bit. In high school, you just had this few things, but you had your parents' help. And then coming to college, I've learned to do it all on my own and budget my time and manage my time to get everything done and maintain grades, because ultimately I was here for an education.
Oh, God, it has meant to me that it's an atmosphere rather than just a school where you come here, you take tests, you write papers, and you're out in 4 years. It's not like a prison sentence where you have 4 years to serve, and once you're done, you're done. I've been here longer than 4 years, but that has meant that I have had more experiences in my education, and I have adapted it, and I have come away knowing exactly what I want to do in life, and knowing exactly that I didn't just take all these tests just to get a piece of paper that said I graduated. I feel confident in the fact that I became a business major, I have an emphasis in marketing, and I will leave this school going into the corporate world not going, well, it says I'm good at marketing, but you obviously don't see that I know what I'm talking about.
Well, I come to Lees-McRae to play tennis, and then I found something else. I found a family with the community, a family with my teammates, especially my teammates. I come here, and everyone's working for one common goal, and you're focused, and then you're all around these people, and then it's just something that you can't explain. And these people that I developed, the teachers and everything, they helped form me into a mature individual and really help me develop who I am as a person.
So Lees-McRae, you put in exactly what you get out of it, and they make sure that you walk away with knowledge. And that's what the small school atmosphere does for me, or did for me.
So it's just taught me the everyday skills to get through life, and it's also taught me that things may not go as planned, but you're going to get through it, and there's always going to be an alternate route.
Right. Being independent and out on your own, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Part of my job is working with young people like this. These are the people who didn't quit. They didn't transfer. They believed in everything that we're doing here at Lees-McRae, and they allowed themselves to grow, be a part, be involved, be engaged in every aspect of our campus, our community, and our college. For people like Travis, Martha, and Dane, there's so many more who've come before them, and there's so many more to come and follow them. I'm telling you right now, This is just a reason why I have told you for the last 12 weeks, Lees-McRae is special. We are a unique family located in the mountains of western North Carolina with great things happening every day. Please take a look, see what I'm talking about, because you'll hear more stories like these young people as we go through this journey. Thank you all for watching this wonderful Minute with Mac, the graduation edition. And I'm sure you'll stay tuned to see what we've got coming up next week and many more weeks to come. Again, thanks and love to all, Bobcat Nation.